Well, guys, we made it. It's Friday night, and Jason and the Simpademic, and I want to talk about standards tonight. And we hear everything on social media, on TikTok and YouTube, about women and their unreasonable standards. And by that, of course, you've seen it all before. They're looking for men that are 6 feet tall, make six-figure income, and have six-pack abs. And women have sky-high standards, but I'm also going to also mention tonight that men's standards are also increasing, but not to unreasonable levels. They're simply looking for women who are feminine, friendly, probably take care of themselves pretty well, and also just genuinely good people. And I think the men's standards rising is a good development because it means that they are not going to settle for somebody who isn't qualified for them. And we see a lot of these women out there um, pressing these insane requirements while simultaneously not being that valuable and not coming close to meeting those standards themselves. And so I think for men to be upping their standards and hopefully on the same line upping their life game, will put the shoe back on the other foot, so to say. And in my particular case, I have a pretty specific standard, and I don't know if it's unreasonably high, but hey, I'm looking for one woman. I'm not looking for a whole bunch of them. I'm not looking for a harem. And that particular standard is I have overcome an insane amount of obstacles in my life. And I have an insane amount of challenges that are in front of me right now that I'm looking to overcome. And I also have a lot of things that I have explained in previous episodes about myself that I do to improve my own life. Today was arm day at my new HIIT gym, by the way. And holding this phone is a bit of a stretch at the moment, not gonna lie. But at the same time, I am looking for a woman who is, looking for somebody who has the exact same history as myself would be impossible. But if I'm looking for somebody who has been in similarly challenging, and she has overcome these things herself. And this is not going to be a woman that's going to need saving by any means because she has saved herself so many times. This is the type of woman I'm looking for. And we are complicated people. Complicated people get the least forgiveness of anybody, of any group of people on the planet. But conversely, I've also realized that we also are capable of giving the most grace of anybody on the planet as well. And so putting two of us together is going to create just a mind-blowing dynamic. Two people who have never been validated or given forgiveness for any of their wrongs by other people, simultaneously being able to provide that to each other, which is just going to be something that honestly I think the world is just going to behold whenever she arrives. I mean, it's going to be insanely mind-blowing. So that is my standard. Men out there, if your standards are increasing for any women that you want to be in a relationship, date, or hopefully, God willing, in my case, get married, you need to I like to hear from you. I'd like to hear, how you have elevated what you're looking for, elevated what you're doing in your life. Because these things are all very good, and I think they're going to help convert, end both the Simpademic and women's insane standards, because they're going to start to realize that they can't meet men's standards. And so the shoe will be on the other foot, and I think it's going to be a very good development for our society as a whole. And so that is my thought for tonight. Please feel free to share in the comments in the below. Like and subscribe, please. I can use every little bit I can get these days. Definitely not monetized at this point. So I'm just, building this as something, that I thoroughly believe in. And that's why I do this channel. And so, anyway, enjoy your Friday night. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid. Call the cab. Order the Uber. Do whatever you need to. Spend a couple $100 on that ride home, as opposed to spending $15,000 on defending yourself in a DWI case. So anyhow, that's it for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, homies.